what's going on? Happy Monday. Do you actually know what to ask during your home inspection? Or are you just standing there nodding your head, pretending you know what the inspector is talking about? Yeah, 100%. Because inspections are super important when buying a home. And it's not just some box you check off during the transaction, okay? Okay, but before we start, on this Memorial Day, I'd like to honor and remember all the brave men and women who served and sacrificed for our country. As we celebrate Memorial Day, we proudly remember and honor the heroes who served our country with courage and sacrifice. As Ronald Reagan once said, if words cannot repay the debt we owe these men, surely with our actions we must strive to keep faith with them and with the vision that led them to battle and to final sacrifice. And before we jump into this, like crisscross will make you jump. Crisscross will make you jump. Like, subscribe, follow along, okay? And if you want to get this real estate advice that actually helps you in the real world and not just, the fluffy HGTV stuff, although I love that show, make sure to like, subscribe, and follow along so you don't miss a beat. This is truly your chance to understand what you're buying, what could cost you money later, what's normal homeownership stuff, and what could become a serious problem. And honestly, this is why pre-inspections can be really helpful. A seller doing a pre-inspection is basically saying, here's what we know, here's what's wrong, here's what we've fixed already, and here's what you're walking into. It's kind of like the sellers if they're playing poker, they're not very good at it because they're like, here, we're going to show you all of our cards. But that's a good thing for you as a buyer. And why do you do it as a seller? Well, just that. You know what's going on with your home. You know what you can fix before you put it on the market so it doesn't freak buyers out. And also, you know how to price your home. So if there's a lot of things that are going on, a lot of deferred maintenance, things are going to cost a lot of money and you don't want to fix them, well, here you go, Mr. or Mrs. Buyer. Here's what we know about our house. This is what we're going to take off because of the things that are on there, right? And in today's market, the transparency can actually help everybody. Sellers reduce surprises and build buyer confidence. And buyers get more information up front before getting emotionally attached to the house or too far into the transaction. But buyers, this does not mean you skip understanding the house yourself, all right? You absolutely should know what you're buying and ask the right questions during your own inspection. All right, the first question, okay, get your notepad out and write this down or put it in your phone, okay? What's going on right now that I either need to ask a seller for a credit on or that I'm probably going to need to fix immediately after I get the keys and that dopamine wears off? Because there's a difference between normal homeownership stuff, cosmetic stuff, and Houston, there's a problem.
Houston, we have a problem.
Next, what are the actual health and safety concerns? What truly needs immediate attention versus, yep, this house is older and houses age? Then I always tell buyers to ask about the big ticket items: roof, furnace, HVAC, AC, water heater, appliances, electrical, plumbing. How old are they? What condition are they in? How much life is realistically left on all of these things? Because homeownership is not just buying a home. It is maintaining an investment, okay? There's no landlord coming to save you anymore. You've got something going on, your refrigerator stops running, you better go catch it. Sweet, right? But seriously, there's no one to call. Call me. You can call a contractor, I can help you with that, but there isn't just this, let's just call and get it done right away at the expense of somebody else, okay? Also, a little insider information. If you can get away with not putting all the money you have in savings towards your down payment, I would recommend saving some extra money because after all, you are buying a home and anything can happen at any point. And this is another huge question people forget to ask, okay? What maintenance should I actually be doing? Great question, because sometimes systems last way longer simply because somebody maintained them properly. Yes! Can I tell you how excited it is when I get into a seller's home and they're like, oh, we get routine maintenance on the furnace, we get it serviced, we service our water heater, we do deep cleaning once a month, we, whatever it is. And yes, this is awesome. But I do love the challenges as well because you learn a lot along the way. Now, here's something really important specifically to Washington and the Northwest MLS contracts that I love for buyers. If your inspector finds something questionable, there's actually language in the contract that allows buyers extra time to bring in specialists for further evaluation. Maybe structural, maybe sewer, mold, organic growth as we call it, HVAC, roofing, electrical, whatever it is. That's important because general inspectors are exactly that. general inspectors. It's a whole house inspection, okay? They are not specialists in every single trade, unless you have a inspector like I do that's also a general contractor. What? That's great. Okay, and here's one of my favorite questions to ask an inspector after they've had time to really look through the home. Would you buy this house? And sure, that's maybe a little bit easier for him to answer because he's a contractor and little things, or even big things they don't scare him. But, okay, would you buy this house? And then also, what are the top 3 things that you would encourage my buyer at this point to address, right? They're gonna give you an overall, but what are the top 3 things that you see as the biggest concern? And we ask this question not because they're not supposed to make the decision for you, but because after seeing thousands of homes, inspectors usually know the difference between normal aging, deferred maintenance, money pits, and honestly, this house is pretty solid. You guys, I've actually helped clients get out of contracts because after we did the inspection and seller wasn't willing to work with us to, at that point, give you a credit. If it already looks like there's a lot of DIY or a lot of deferred maintenance and you're gonna have the seller address those, what do you think's gonna be the outcome of that after you move in? What work they did, what do you think that's gonna do if you have their contractors do it? So sometimes, in another insider information, it's nice to write it in the contract that if your agent works with a lot of different vendors, put in the contract, we would like my contractor to come in and do the work and we would like you to pay it. So that way the work is getting done. It's getting done the right way so that there are no issues for you later. It's not just covering it up, lipstick on a pig, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I shouldn't say talked my clients out of it, but my clients bought a home and there was a lot of deferred maintenance and I knew that their budget was really tight and I said, based off of this, and if they're not willing to fix this or give us this credit so we can do it, you're probably going to spend XYZ after you get under contract or after you close on the home. And these are all the things you're going to have to fix. Can you afford that? Well, the answer was no. Okay, based on our contingency, we're going to get out of this and we're going to go buy another house. And we did 3 days later, So that's why you have that, to protect yourself so you can walk away if something comes up. But the reality is no house is perfect, okay? Even new construction has issues. It's like getting a relationship, But sometimes there's going to be some things that you need to compromise on, but then there's others that you need to ask yourself, are these going to be really big ticketed items that I'm going to have to pay for later, okay? The goal is understanding what's normal, what's expensive, what's urgent, and what you're realistically taking on before you close. And sellers, this is exactly why pre-inspections can actually help too. You're reducing surprises, you're building buyer confidence, helping support your pricing, and showing buyers you actually know your house. Because transparency creates trust. Also, something to note too, if a seller has already done a pre-inspection for you, buyer, yes, it's saving you money so you don't have to spend that in the contract, right? So you're thinking, I'm gonna waive this because they already did one. If there is anything in that pre-inspection that you want them to address and you're going to waive your inspection, add the items that you're concerned about into the contract so they're fixed prior to closing. Because if you waive your inspection contingency, you have no recourse later if something comes up. If you put it in the contract for them to address XYZ, they will have to do it per the contract, okay? Now, you got a lot to say right now, sweetie. She's got the ear shake, she got the nose, she was, Mom, pay attention. If you're thinking about buying or selling this year and want somebody who's actually going to walk you through the strategy side of the process, not just unlock doors and disappear, reach out to me. And if you know somebody buying this year, send them this video. Or maybe they're buying right now and they're about to go through their inspection, okay? Send them this video so they show up to their inspection sounding like they actually know what they're talking about, okay? There are a lot more questions to ask, but these are the basis to get you started so that you know where your money's gonna go or where you don't want to put it. You know what I'm saying? All right, guys, I hope you have the very best Monday, an even better week, and don't forget to like, subscribe, help a girl out, and I will see you on the next update. Have a great day. Peace.